Hey guys, Josh here, and today we're going to take a look at the G1 Stunticons, which combine to form Menasor. So starting off from left to right, you have the leader, which is Motormaster, which thinks he's king of the road and thinks he's better than Optimus Prime even. Then you have Dragstrip, which it's all about winning with him and he'll fight to the death. Then you have Breakdown, which is pretty paranoid. He thinks the Autobots, the Decepticons, even his fellow Stunticons are out to get him, so he doesn't really trust anyone. Then you have Laud Rider, which is just completely crazy and mad, kind of like Season 3 Galvatron, where even if a fellow Stunticon is battling or fighting with an Autobot, if he's got a shot, he's going to take it. He doesn't even care if you're in the way or line of sight or not. Then you have Dead End, which really doesn't care about anything. He knows that he's going to eventually die at some point, so he doesn't care about fighting. He doesn't care who wins or loses, just wants to be left alone. So whenever you combine all those personalities into the Menasor, he's absolutely crazy, and you never know what he's going to do. He's very unpredictable. Where if you have a combiner like Predaking, each one of those guys is all about fighting and wants to destroy the Autobots. So they all kind of work together, where Menasor is complete opposite. But let's go ahead and take a look at these guys individually. First off, we'll take a look at the leader, Motormaster, which this guy actually has 5 different modes. So you obviously have the combined mode, this truck mode, and his robot form. But he also has 2 kind of city modes, one on his own, and then one where he can combine with Tripticon whenever he's in his city mode. So let's take a look at him. He's got some nice Repro label stickers on him. As far as wheels that roll, the front 2 do, and these back ones do. These just kind of set in place. So I'll give you guys a little 360 of him. He's not too bad. He's very small compared to like an Optimus Prime, but in the anime he's the exact same size. So let's go ahead and get him into his first mode. It's kind of his own little single base mode. You're going to come down with these arms, come down with this section here. Spin these around just so the fists aren't facing on the outside. Otherwise it kind of looks a little silly. Flip this down, and there's that one base mode. Now his chest piece also has wheels, so it's supposed to be kind of like a little car, kind of like Optimus Prime's roller. But you can put them in there, and it's got a little bit of play factor, I guess you could say, in it, because initially these were made for kids and not collectors. Kind of cool. Now let's go ahead and get him into his Tripticon base mode, which actually looks pretty cool. You flip this down and take apart his section right here. Do the same with this. Flip these up, and then you can flip this back. And so not really a whole lot more to change, but it looks really nice, especially whenever you put it at the end of Tripticon, and it just hooks on with this little purple thing right there that you can see, a little hook. This thing does push down. I'm not really sure what that's for. I thought it might like launch this, but maybe that mechanism's not working on mine or something like that. But you can push down on that for whatever that's for, but it doesn't look too bad. And you can put this guy on the one end of Tripticon, and then you can put Onslaught from the Combaticons on the other end as well. So that's that little thing. I give you a little 360 of it. Not too special, but looks alright. Now to get him into his robot form, you pull that up, push these in, spin his arms around, flip this up, which will become his chest. Just make sure his legs are all the way extended. There we go. And I kind of pull them apart a little bit without trying to make them too stumpy. But yeah. There is Motormaster, and I'll adjust the camera for you. So yeah, there he is. You can pull his arms out some. He's not the best looking, especially, I mean, whenever you compare him to G1 Optimus Prime. He's got these like silly, semi-truck here as feet, but that's the way he looked in the anime or the cartoon, and that's what they tried to make him as far as the toy goes as well. But looks quite nice. You can definitely tell he's a Decepticon. I mean, he's got a ton of stickers there on the side. The face, the sculpt is actually nice, but he doesn't have any painted eyes, so looks a little plain. And for the most part, it really doesn't look like he did in the cartoon, but it doesn't bother me that much. Now, he does come with 2 weapons, which are the exact same ones that you would use for Menasor. So you can put these in whichever hand you want. And that way he's kind of, ready for battle there. So we'll go ahead and set him to the side. And we will get into Dragstrip here, which is the Formula 1 racing car. He comes with this gun, and each one of them have their own individual looking and colored guns. These 2 here at the end, Dead End, Laud Rider, they're the same colors, but they are different in their sculpt. Now, a little tip on this guy. If you're looking to buy him on eBay or something like that, you definitely want, if you're a completist, definitely buy them 100% complete. Don't try to pick them up individually, otherwise you're going to be paying a lot more money. Even if you're missing weapons like this little blaster here, these things can go anywhere from $7 to $15, probably more than likely. You know, that's quite a bit of money for a gun. Now these, the smaller versions, are a little bit more hard to come by. So these guys go for anywhere from $10 to $20 a piece for a gun. And I mean, you see how small that is. You really don't want to pay that just for one gun so that you can make it complete. Obviously, if you're only missing one, you might end up doing it. But if you're missing all four, you definitely don't want to pick up that Menasor, even if you're getting it for cheap, because you're going to end up paying like 80 bucks or 70 bucks just for the 4 mini guns. But we'll go ahead and set that to the side and get a nice little look at him. Now all 6 wheels do move. I'm not really sure why they gave him 6 instead of just 4, but it doesn't look too bad. Again, nice repro label stickers here going all the way around. And nothing really here on the bottom. It does have some nice die cast there. But let's go ahead and get him transformed. You just pull this end out. These actually are, this little thing becomes its feet. It's kind of simple, kind of ugly, but it's not that big of a deal. You pull this section back and you can move his arms up. Now his gun doesn't actually fit into his fist. It kind of sits up on his wrist, but it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's a little goofy since it doesn't fit in his hand, but yeah, there is Dragstrip, and I just want to make sure everything's focused for you guys. So there he is, and we'll get into a lot of people's favorite. You have Breakdown here. So again, a little bit different sculpt here on his gun, I believe. Yep, they're all different. But again, you make sure if you are a completist that you get these guys 100% complete. Otherwise, you're going to be paying quite a bit of money for those guns. So not really a whole lot of stickers on him. I think he's only got this one up here, but on the bottom, whenever he's in robot mode, obviously quite a few. And they all have a pretty unique transformation, especially with the hood parts on these guys. There's 2 of them. I think it's Dead End and Breakdown that you do the legs the same way, so you kind of see that. But let's go ahead and get him transformed. You're going to pull down on this area, flip these around, push it back in. Then with this, you can flip it back this way, so a little bit different than Dragstrip's there, and you move his head up this way. So not too bad looking. Go ahead and put his little gun in his hand. And Fans Project, they also released a their version of pretty much Breakdown, which I believe this guy's name is Car Crash, which looks really nice. He's a little bit more white. I know some people were saying this is off-white, but this guy's off-white, and this guy's pretty much white. But they did a really nice job as well, and I've already done that review. But here's the original Breakdown. So we'll go ahead and move along to Laud Rider. And this is what his back looks like. Just because Dead End, they use both black, you can kind of see the difference in which one goes to which guy. The same thing with their weapons, but they're both black, they're different molds, and only one of them will fit in one of their hands. I forget which one it is. We'll get to it here in a second. But go ahead and take this gun off here. Give you guys a little 360 of him. He's got this nice sticker here as well as the 2 here on the side. Again, whenever you look at the bottom, whenever he's in robot mode, he's going to have quite a few stickers there. Fans Project also did a representation of him as well, so we'll get into that in a second. Go ahead and transform him. You just pull the legs down, and then with this section here, you're going to kind of push up and then pull back like this. So he also has his very unique way that you would do the hood. And then flip these arms forward, and you would put this gun right here on top of his wrist as well. So there's a little nice look at him, and if you're buying the repro labels and you need to know where to put the stickers, all this is correct. So you can just kind of follow this idea. And here he is with his Fans Project's representation of Laud Rider, which I believe is called T-Bone. So we'll go ahead and move him to the side as well. And then my personal favorite, we have Dead End here, which is, I believe it's a Porsche 928. It's the one that came out right after it basically replaced the 944. So if you guys know quite a bit about Porsche, then you probably already knew that. Like I said, this one's a little bit different. So this is the one that actually goes with him. And with his gun, as you can see, instead of the peg for his hand being here in the middle, it's actually here at the very end, and you'll see that whenever we put him in robot mode. And his sticker is this little stripe down here. It's kind of difficult, but as you can see, it's kind of cut up to where each goes in its own place, and you kind of line it up. So really nicely done. And you know, they all roll pretty nice. So I'll go ahead and get him transformed. We'll pull this down here. Flip the legs down just like we did with breakdown. Push this up. And with his section, you're going to just fold that back just like so. Pull his little arms up. And as you can see, with this section here, if you try to put Laud Rider's gun in him, because it has that little bit extended right there, it won't fit. So that's why this one's going to get this gun. But there's a little look at him. So not too bad. Love these little guys. It does form the smallest combiner, which we will get into right now. So other than these pieces right here and the other 4 guns that attach to the back of them to make them 100% complete, you're going to need a few other things. So you have the little roller right here that, you know, does roll, kinda, I guess you could say. It's going to be his chest piece. You're going to need a pair of fists, and then you're going to need 2 foot plates, and then the waist piece. So we're going to get all that. Oh, and obviously Menasor's head. So let's go ahead and get this guy in combined form. We're going to first start off with Motormaster. With his arms, you're just going to push those in just like so. Bring his legs out here to the side. There we go. Just make sure those are done like that. And then with the truck section here, pull that back and then pull it back again. And that'll just kind of fit there on the back. So this is what kind of makes, just because of the way that he is designed, it makes Menasor kind of look like a brick. I mean, that's literally what this guy looks like. And then, you know, just with cars attached to him. So now let's get into, let's see, break down here. And we're going to pull down here, push the arms in, fold this up, and just make sure all that lines up. There we go. And I kind of forgot which feet these guys are. It doesn't really matter. If Scramble City, you put whichever way you want. Then we have this guy. The feet are going to be, even though it's Scramble City, what I always do is I put the feet being the ones that you'd actually pull these out and extend these. It's just kind of what I do, and it's, you know, it's not that big of a deal. You can kind of do what you want, but I think it kind of evens out a little bit better. Push that down like that. I'm going to attach his foot at the same little peg hole that we had at those guns. So there those are. Then we can get on with the fist here. And you pull that little head down right there. Go ahead and put the gun in here. And then we have Dragstrip. Take his little gun. Push this down. And pull this out. And then his little thing will go back there, just like so. And give him his sword. Now, I know Crazy Debbie does make upgrade parts for them, so you can get a longer sword, because this sword looks fine whenever he's in Motormaster mode, but whenever you put him in Menasor, it's a little bit short, a little bit, you know, kind of simple looking. So with this piece, we're going to attach it right here, so it'll fit in right up under his fist. You see these 2 little peg hole or posts right there. His chest, I don't know if you can see those 2 things right there. You have the 2 holes here. That is going to peg there. Then you can go ahead and take his face. And I really wish that they would have done something to where it would have been kind of a plastic piece to kind of fill this in. Just let me make sure that's focused for you guys. But a plastic piece to fill this in, and then the head, you know, is part of that. And it kind of sets up there to give them a little bit more height. But they just had it to where you plug in the face, so it's kind of sitting back in, as you can see, and it's I don't know. They should have gave him a little bit more height, then I think it would have looked a lot better. But it is what it is. Go ahead and plug his feet in. I think these are supposed to be vice versa, to be quite honest. But I'm just gonna do it this way. Then you can plug these arms into the sign. Where's that hole? There we go. And raise it up for you guys. There is G1 Menasor, which doesn't look too bad. This guy is a nice thing to have on your shelf. Again, a little bit of kibble here at the back. I mean, he's got a truck stuck to his butt, or I guess it is his butt, but looks really nice. Now, to compare him to a few other things, here is his Nemesis, which is the aerial bots for the Autobots, and he's quite a bit taller, maybe about that head, but if he would have had the head up here, it would have been a little bit more even. But especially with Menasor supposed to be one of the most powerful combiners ever, he's very short. I mean, to give you another idea, here is G1 Soundwave, and here is Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime, which he's not much taller than. Or he is quite a bit, but he should be a lot bigger considering that he's a combiner. Now, so we can get an idea of how tall will our new Menasor be from Fans Project, there is what is going to be one of the limbs right there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I did this review originally on my old channel, but I thought that I would redo it for this one because I thought it looked a little bit better. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I'm going to keep on doing G1s, third-party Transformers, and Masterpiece. So thanks a lot. Bye.